All right, Charlie, I'm excited about
Why?
this. Well, tell them what's on the bar, and I think people watching will understand.
Oh my gosh, we've got another offering from our friends at Short Barrel, and this time it's their cigar blend.
And tonight, we're smoking cigars. Okay, so tonight's a special night. We have Short Barrel Cigar Batch. We have both. We have the High Rye and the Lower Rye.
That's right.
Do you call it a Lower Rye? Is it a Lower Rye? I don't know. We have red and blue.
No, we don't. We have.
Yes, we do.
And this is very cool. Well, they are red and blue. You're not wrong. You're just an idiot. Two things. Number one, I picked up one of these from our friends at John O's, the Gauge 21, which is so cool because they titled these Gauge like a gauge on a cigar. So I picked up Gauge 21 from our friends at John O's. Where did Gauge 36 come from?
Mr. Tom Blandford of Alpaca fame.
Tom,
And
thank you so much.
Yes, Tom is, we may just have to say, like, So in a Bourbon sponsored by Tom Blandford at some point.
Pretty much.
But yes, he provided the High Rye.
Gauge 36.
Gauge 36.
That's right.
And we thank you for that, Tom.
Yeah. Why don't you run through people?
Yes, so what we're going to do, we're doing the 36 first, right?
That's right. Gauge 36.
First. So this is a bold High Rye blend of an 8-year-old MGP bourbon. It's 36% rye and Kentucky bourbon from Bardstown. So I'm guessing Bardstown Bourbon Company, maybe. I don't know.
There's a lot of distilleries
There
in
is, but I'm
Bardstown.
guessing maybe it's Bardstown Bourbon Company. Finished 1 to 3 years in cognac, rum, and Armagnac, and
Armagnac.
tawny port barrels. I'm struggling with English tonight.
So there is, needless to say, a lot going on that. Now, one of the things we love about Short Barrel is, that smells nice, they put all that information on the bottle.
They do.
They are very keen on transparency. Everything is right there. These are beautiful bottles. And let's talk a little bit about cigar batches.
Okay, let's do it. So cigar batches are supposed to pair well with a cigar, right?
That's right.
Are they supposed to taste like a cigar?
No.
Although some of them...
Deep tobacco?
Yeah.
That is the thing with, when you see a cigar batch, you know, or you should know, and it should taste that it's something that will hold up.
It should be bold, it should be
flavor-wise.
deep, it should be...
All of it, yes.
spicy, in my
Yes,
opinion.
to hold up from the tobacco from a cigar. All right.
And we say that, and I'm smelling this, and I'm like, I'm getting
Proof on this
cigar
is
notes.
114 proof. Now, if you've watched any of our other Short Barrel content, you know that it's real good.
I don't think we've had anything we don't like, right?
Color on that, a nice deep copper.
Yeah. it's
Beautiful
nice,
copper.
Nice deep copper color.
Color. Puts a nice
Runs
ring,
down flat.
has some good legs. I'm nosing. Boy, that's really surprising.
There's some ethanol on that.
Fresh pop.
Yeah.
We poured and went. It should. It's 114 proof.
So this
it'll
was
mellow out.
all aged and bottled in Atlanta, designed with cigar lovers in mind. What are you getting? I'm almost getting, this is weird, almost like a Tennessee whiskey note on this.
No.
No? Oh, I do.
Are you having a stroke?
No, I'm getting a Tennessee whiskey note on this.
I tell you what I'm getting. I am getting, it's a really interesting nose. There is a little ethanol. It's a little hot, but it's a fresh
Do you
pop.
know what I'm getting now? That barbecue beef bouillon note.
Well,
Is that where you were going to
my favorite thing about Glenn, and he's like, what are you getting on this nose? Here's what I'm getting. And then I said, well, here's
yes,
what
I'm the one who talks over.
I am getting little pops of that kind of finished flavor. Like I'd get like a little nuanced pop of like that tawny port or maybe that Armagnac, that dry wine.
Yeah.
But it's almost like just a whisper of like, it's just there.
Right.
But then what's coming through now is that big, bold, spicy barbecue beef bouillon.
That's
Barbecue charcoal.
like balanced with sweetness and savoriness. All right, let's drink it. Cheers.
Gauge 36.
Boy. First thing I notice on this is the mouthfeel.
Syrupy.
That is thick.
Yeah.
Thick and syrupy. We've gotten that on every Short Barrel, haven't we? That's nice. That's.
Have you got the rye yet? You'll know when you get it.
You talk.
At least I did.
You talk. I want to taste again.
Well, so first drink, I took a nice big drink there, and I just want to let this sit. I'm not going for a second drink. Mouthfeel is phenomenal. It's syrupy and delicious. Coats your whole palate. It is that sweet, savory barbecue note.
Sweet.
It comes through, and then that rye tingle. It's almost like a fuse
Yep, there
that
it
it
is.
just starts, and then it just grabs your whole tongue, and then
the
it
roof of
just
your mouth.
Yeah, and then it just. But it's like a fuse. A fuse is the only thing, and it's not because it's almost 4th of July, but it's like that sizzle starts, and then it dissipates, almost like Pop Rocks, where it.
Yep.
Oh wow, rye spice, and then you're left with that dark chocolate. It's not overly oaky, but it gives you a nice little finish, and you're just left with that mouthfeel.
There's something. Everything you said is correct. There's
you.
something on the very end that just all of a sudden it's like, nope, I'm taming this down. I'm calming this shit down. And then it fades into a nice, like you said, like a bitter chocolate note on the end, but not overly bitter chocolate.
It has a wonderful front palate, which is sweet and savory and delicious. All of those nice characteristics from those finish barrels come through, kind of that dry grape wine, a little fruit. Then the rye gets you. There's a lot of fruit up front. Then the rye gets you in the mid palate, kind of sets your tongue ablaze, and then that dissipates. And then at the end, it's oak and honey is what I get. It's just oak and honey. If you're wanting a bottle to stand up to a cigar, I feel like this one will do it. That is really well done. And
we're going to find out, right?
That's the plan.
Cigar.
The thing that kind of grabs me on this one is anytime your main ingredient is a 36% rye, and especially an MGP rye, those are often unwieldy. And 8 year is a good age for that, but those can be really spicy.
That's one of our favorite mash bills, is that MGP 36% rye.
But when I'm smoking a cigar, I do not necessarily want my mouth to be on fire from a spicy rye and then smoking a full-bodied cigar.
Which leads into our next bottle, which is Gauge 21, right?
It is Gauge 21. What are the specifics on Gauge 21?
This is a smoother, softer take on the series with lower rye content, but still rich in complexity, according to Short Barrel. Balanced structure with subtle fruit, leather notes, perfect for mellow evenings, lighter body cigar.
I will tell you, I bought this one. What a good pop. From our friend John O. He ran to the back and grabbed it for me because he knew.
What's the specifics on this one?
A blend of Kentucky and Indiana bourbons crafted to complement the richness of a fine cigar. This unique expression features whiskeys ranging from 6 to 11 years old, finished in cognac, rum, Armagnac, and tawny port cask. Each component spends an additional 1 to 3 years in its finishing barrel.
So the same thing, it's just a different mash bill.
It is a different mash bill.
And one proof lower.
Yes, it is. No, 1 proof higher. This is 115.
Oh, I thought the other one was. Okay. Yeah,
the other
you're right.
one was 114. On paper, I should not enjoy this one as much because I typically like a higher rye mash bill. One thing about these two that Short Barrel said is there is no American whiskey in these. These are all bourbons.
Right.
Everything is bourbon. The previous releases did have a blend of American whiskeys in them. And if you haven't checked out Short Barrel and don't know who we're talking about and what and why, get on the interwebs and start getting...
We were late to the party on
We
Short
were late,
Barrel,
but not that late. People at Short Barrel, if you're watching, I need some Sapsquatch.
We were late to the party, but we're staying all night, baby.
They drank all my Sapsquatch. I need more Sapsquatch. That's all I'm going to say. Go back and watch our Sapsquatch episode. This actually has I feel like a little deeper color on it.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think so.
Slightly.
And it's got a deeper, darker nose.
Oh, that's interesting.
More like a dark, more leather, I think, and leather and tobacco on the nose.
I'll tell you, this nose really opened up on that one.
You can really, when you compare the two, you can really smell the rye on the,
the
first one. Yeah,
I get more spice and floral on this now.
This one's more just a really nice leather, tobacco, dark fruit.
I do get a lot of dark fruit on that. Like a lot of just like mashed, gnarly grape.
Camaro. I'm looking forward to tasting.
I am too.
I started to say Camaro. I'm going to say
Camaro.
caramel.
Smells like a
Came out
Camaro.
You can tell it's episode 3.
Cheers.
I think I might like this one better.
What the?
Why does all of their bourbons taste like syrup? Like,
I swear, when I did that, I thought I would see smoke. Like syrupy,
That's nice.
sweet. I'm getting a rye tingle that like starts on the edge of my tongue and rolls under my tongue.
really?
Like a,
Yeah, you're right. It's all like mine's
not
right
a
on the
rye,
side.
black
Straight
pepper,
on the side.
like a black
Yeah.
pepper. What a oh my gosh,
That's nice.
so dark. I really have to. I'm going to disagree a little bit. The Gauge 36 they said is more for a full-bodied cigar. They said this is for a lighter-bodied cigar. I don't. Oh man, I don't know. For me, I'm kind of
Well,
getting.
the only thing
This is spicier.
I can see what they're saying. That's spicier, so it's probably going to hold up
Okay. All right.
better.
I retract.
But as far as like complementing, and so the cigars I bought they're Macanudos, bourbon-flavored cigars. So I don't know what to think about that. I don't know. Supposedly they taste like an old-fashioned. So we'll see. We'll see. Right?
I guess we will.
We'll see.
I do want to talk before the magic of editing. I said, like a moron, before I
As you
drank
are.
this one,
As
as
you
I
are.
am, fully admit it, that I didn't know this sounded like it wasn't going to be in my wheelhouse. I was incorrect. That is a phenomenal bourbon. It checks every box. It has a phenomenal mouthfeel. It has an incredible depth of flavor. It really, I'm having a real hard time with this one because
I'm having a real hard time with Short Barrel.
because
Because everything I've tried from them so far, it tastes like it shouldn't taste like
in the natural world,
yes, like it should be like there's something they've done something to this. They've added something.
Atlanta is a magical place. I do love Atlanta. I have to tell you, both of these are unbelievable. They are must-buys. I probably should have remembered the MSRP I paid for this. I think it was like $110 or something like that.
I was going to ask you, but
Yeah, I've forgotten. I've slept since
No,
then.
it's-
But
there's a lot of finish on this, right? I mean,
you're talking about
on
things
that,
that have
on
been
that
finished
last sip,
for
there
one
was
to
a lot. Like a lot of that finish came through.
1 to 3 years.
Yeah, that's a
is
long
a
time.
that's a long time to sit in any barrel, let alone a finishing barrel.
With some bourbon
Purists,
purists will not like that.
well, they can go.
And I get it. There's a different profile, different flavor, and I get that. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But I like to explore. Not like that, Charlie. Don't get excited.
Too late. The problem that I have, and I do think there are less purists now because finished whiskeys
Yeah.
and finished bourbons are just a thing. But I feel like there is no way to taste something like this and be like, oh, that's not bourbon.
I am a little curious though about how these will stand up to a cigar, because these are different from the cigar batches or cigar blends that I've had before. They're much sweeter.
There is some sweetness, but you also bought a very sweet cigar.
I did.
So-
I think we'll see.
You know what we should do?
Should we go?
Let's go see.
And here we are. We're outside at Charlie's house.
In my yard.
This is the first for Sowing the Bourbon, right? We've never filmed outside before.
How did we get here?
How did we get here? It was through the magic of editing.
Here's
And so-
Glenn's Macanudo bourbon
Let's tell them what we're
flavored.
smoking. We're smoking a Macanudo bourbon-flavored cigar, which I'm sure all you cigar guys out there right now are saying something.
So this says sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. This isn't on the wrapper. It is a very light, light in color wrapper.
Here you go.
Thank you. I prefer it my
Oh,
way.
you don't like that kind?
I do a punch on mine.
Oh. I like to have whatever this is called.
A wedge.
Yeah. I like the smell.
That's a really nice, I mean.
Yeah. So I was reading on this a little bit, and this is supposed to taste a little bit like you're drinking an old fashioned. So
The wrapper is sweet, and I like that.
it is sweet.
Because I'm
I know you like sweetie.
I'm trashy.
Look, he's got a Sweet Jane. He likes the little.
We'll talk about
okay.
those.
Let's do this. I know I'm being judged right now, and it's okay. I would like to shout out our friends at Final Third Podcast right now.
Oh yeah, those guys are awesome, and they're doing some great things. Final Third Podcast, Indianapolis, Indiana, cigar bar.
I will say, I read a little bit about this cigar, and some of the criticisms of it was that it doesn't burn great, and all right, here we go. That is sweet. That's nice. A little bitter, a little sweet.
Yeah, it's a
Sweet on the lips and
definitely
bitter.
has a bitter, not bitter. Yeah, I don't know, bitter.
Bitter.
All right, so I am going to go right to
The rye.
the rye. Yeah,
Okay.
gauge 36.
Let's do it.
So, man, that nose has really gotten nice.
And everything changes outside. That's
Everything.
so fruity.
Everything.
That's so fruity to me right
Yeah.
now. Like Fruity Pebbles or like, what is Fruit Loops?
Whatever.
It's so good.
This is great content.
This is great content.
Neither of us talking. So, the
Well,
the
and let's
thing-
talk about why we decided to do this.
okay.
How often do you see this on YouTube? Where someone is reviewing a cigar batch bourbon and they're actually smoking cigars with it.
It's a good point. I'm not going to argue with you. Also, how often do you see somebody plugging the Kentucky Double? That's right. Perfect for the bourbon drinker and the cigar smoker in your life, the Kentucky Double. It's back. This was not a paid advertisement. I've had this for like 4 years, and they're apparently back. It's my favorite thing in the world. It's got a little coaster there and a horseshoe and an ashtray there.
Charlie looking for a deal.
That's right. Send me a new one.
I will say this.
With all that being said, you go ahead and tell
I
them.
like this cigar because it's got a nice sweet wrapper.
Keep going. You're
But
almost
it's-
there.
But it smokes like a real cigar.
You got
right?
it. You got it.
Yeah.
It is. If the wrapper wasn't sweet, I don't think I would enjoy this cigar
I agree.
because the tobacco, it is very. There is an
Manly.
intense
Manly.
level.
I
No,
know you don't
not.
like a manly cigar.
It is. There is an intense flavor. The sweetness on the wrapper balances that out. With that being said, the bourbon, the Gauge 36, the High Rye.
What do you think? How do you think it complements it?
The thing that jumps out at me is with that bourbon sitting for a little while, and we poured a little fresh new, the rye, when it's paired with the cigar, has calmed down so much.
Big time. Big time.
It is, and I don't know if that's from the cigar, I don't know if that's from the bourbon resting,
or
but
we're outside, the environment, whatever.
it could be
really
any of
calmed
those
down.
things, but it is not as intense a flavor as it was when we were in the basement, and it's very pleasant. It has a delicious
I'm watching
mouthfeel.
your daughter do the macaroni.
Yeah, I know. I am too.
Which, okay, so now I'm very curious to go to the bourbon. Well, they're both the lower rye.
Gauge
bourbon,
21.
sorry. Gauge 21.
Here we go.
There is a bitterness in this. There is supposed to be a bitterness on this cigar. It's supposed to taste like an old fashioned. So bitters, cherry, simple syrup.
I will tell you this. Mellow, flavor-wise, there is an intensity in the flavor in the cigar, but it's very mellow. I can inhale a little bit. I mean, it's not a choking me. I feel like it is a quality cigar. Gauge 21
What
is
is
so
a
nice.
Macanudo?
Huh?
It is a Macanudo.
It is a Macanudo. Boy, that Gauge 21 is so nice. If you thought, I'm still on the nose.
I feel like, okay. And I don't know if you want, when you're drinking a cigar and when you're smoking a cigar and drinking a bourbon,
There it is.
do you want them to complement each other? Do you want it to taste the same, or do you want them to kind of battle it out?
Is it crazy that I think that the Gauge 21 is spicier now than the Gauge 36? I got more of
Yeah.
a...
I think it is crazy.
All right. What do I know? That's what I'm getting. I got more spice out of the 21.
Did you really?
I did. I did.
Well, let me see. This is so sweet.
That's what I thought. One thing about filming outside they don't tell you about is bugs. There's a lot of bugs out here.
Or the kids in the pool next door.
Yeah, either way. If you can hear the kids in the pool next door, comment below.
I think,
Again, just dead content. Just dead silence. Nobody talking.
honestly, I think the Gauge 36 pairs better with the cigar.
I do too. I do too. The 21, the lower rye to me, I get
It's
more.
just too sweet.
I get sweet and a lot more of kind of spicy on it. The
See, I'll disagree with you there. I think this one's so much more spicy. So much more spicy.
I'm not getting a lot of
And that's why I think it pairs better. It holds up better.
Well, you know, the nice thing about this is it's all subjective.
100%.
Again, sipping the 36, Gauge 36, the High Rye, I get so much less spice, but I just get a deeper, darker depth of flavor than I get in the 21. The 21 is,
legitimately get a lot less spice on that?
I do, 100%, but I'm also drinking 2 different bourbons and smoking a cigar.
Well, that's the 36. You know that, right?
No,
Yeah.
no.
That's the tall one.
It's not.
Okay.
Nice try, though. And this is exactly why Uncle Charlie said the tall goes in the 36.
Either way, it's spicier.
To you, I disagree. And this may be the best. Look at that. It sits right there in my Kentucky Double. This is one of the great things about drinking whiskey, drinking bourbons, smoking cigars, hanging out, is that everybody's palate is different. Your palate is different on
100%.
cigars. Your palate is different on bourbons. I get, for some reason, and I know it doesn't make sense, I feel like this is all sweet and spice. I feel like this is much more paired for me with this particular cigar. I will tell you this. When he told me he bought an old-fashioned cigar from blah, 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 I was getting...
I didn't even tell you that.
In the basement you did.
No.
And then we did the magic of this and we're up here. I was skeptical. That's actually a pretty decent...
It really
enjoy,
is.
With a bourbon. I don't know if I would enjoy that without a bourbon. It is a little strong for me.
It has, okay. The cherry is there. The bitterness is there. There's some chocolate.
I do feel like,
I think our viewers are really enjoying this.
you know what? Maybe they're watching this outside, enjoying a cigar themselves, but I think we may found a whole new thing for us to do is
We may
review
have.
cigars. And the mission of this episode is Cigar Batch pair with a cigar?
And how often do people actually drink a cigar batch bourbon with a cigar?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, when I smoke a cigar, I just grab any bottle that I'm in the mood for and drink that. But I really think that this cigar, to me, pairs really well with the Gauge 36. It's big
Which-
and it's bold.
Makes 100% sense because I think a high rye bourbon or a rye whiskey is best in an old fashioned, right? And this cigar is supposed to taste like an old fashioned.
I don't disagree with anything you said. I'm sold. So what are our takeaways from this episode? Number 1, short barrel
It is awesome.
is awesome. Number 2, cigars are awesome. Number 3, being outside.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Let us know. Should we do more episodes from Charlie's backyard?
Probably not.
I think so. Especially in the winter.
Now that's actually
would be
a good idea. We're trying to warm up. Here's hazmat. We know a guy with some hazmat. Love you.
All right, Charlie. Tell them what to do. This is the longest episode, and we need to let people go. They have
Like
stuff.
and subscribe on here, YouTube, for more hard-hitting cigar and bourbon and outdoor content like this.
Check us out on socials. Whiskey Realtor on TikTok, Sewing to Bourbon on Instagram and Facebook. And as always,
Keep those wallets loose.
in your bungholes, super tight.
Good night, everybody.
You ever notice how there aren't as many lightning bugs
Yeah.
or fireflies?
Yep.
I read an article the other day that says we may be the last generation to see fireflies. Lightning bugs.
Wouldn't it be my kids? They see them.
I
They're here in my backyard.
know, but they're not like they used to be.
Not like they used to be. I am fat.
Shut. 3, 2, 1. I loved it. We used to catch them,
Put them in a jar with a
smash
stick.
them, rub them all over our faces. And
Hunt the predator.
no, we did. Oh,
You hunted the predator?
My cousins did.
Rubbed it all over your face to glow.
Yeah.
Did you kill the neighborhood dogs too?
No, we weren't total savages. It was the 80s.
You didn't have to take notes because they're.
Well, yes, we do have to take
It's all
notes
on the bottle.
for this reason.
It's on the bottle.
No,
It's on the bottle.
you believe we don't have to take notes, but
Oh, it's right
you're
there.
100% wrong. Oh,
Glenn and I are fighting because he's a.
Charlie is trying to make things more difficult than they need to
I'm
be.
not. I am trying to eliminate.
I prefer symmetry. High Rye. This is
High is taller than this, so the high is going into this glass. This is an episode into itself.
This is an insight into my life with Charlie. Very frustrating. Frustrating.
Try being married to me. Love you, honey.
No, thank you.